Hello, friends. Welcome to Up Up, Down Down, Left Right. Amen. I'm Adam Glass. We're back to more retro video games than last week. Last week, I took a little break and had a lot of fun with I Am Jesus Christ, the Jesus simulator that was first announced in December of 2019, and I got invited to the playtest of, and it's not really a game yet. Still a weird one. Very in earnest. Go watch that video. Talk more about it. This week, we're back to hopefully finish up Tomb of Moses, the 2006 adventure puzzle game put out by the German Bible Society. 2005, actually, I believe. If we finish, we will join the ranks on the official top players list, which was formatted like a Hall of Fame, even though literally everyone who submitted that they had beaten the game got listed. And I don't even know what the order is. So who's number one? Is it the first person to submit or the last person to submit before they stopped updating the list? Who can say? The list only exists in the Internet Archive now, the Wayback Machine. So I'm not going to get added to it, whether or not I win. Very sad. But let's play. Tonight we have the city in the desert. It's level 6, and if we're lucky, we'll get to level 7, the final level, Mount Nebo. Really just want to blow through this if possible. But let's find out. Let's find out if it's possible. Only one way, and that's to get going. If I can remember where the icon is. There we go. See, last week we climbed a tower over and over again. So this week, I believe, this week, we get a little too Last Crusade-y. Yes. They're not quite that Last Crusade. I assume more than one of these stone-carved buildings exists, but the only one I'm really familiar with is Petra, which is the one in Last Crusade, whereas this is not an incredibly accurate recreation of Petra, but who knows? Seems like there should be statuary in those spots where statuary should go.
Have you landed safely? Very close to where you are now, we dropped a box that contains all the equipment you'll need for the job that lies ahead of you. We thought that you might need a night vision device. Good luck.
Night vision? Is this the box? This looks like a box. Oh. So the night vision device is the only equipment they've given me.
Moses was someone to envy? I'm not so sure about that. He was successful, of course, respected and maybe even powerful. But think about the episode near Massa in Merida when the Israelites wanted to stone him.
What are our lessons for this one?
Give us water to drink.
Forgot to read them before we started.
Squeezed it from the desert sand. You find it amusing that God stood in for Moses and ordered him to knock water from the stones with his stick? But honestly, after everything Moses went through, wasn't
Still can't tell if this guy is
not to leave him
good.
out in the cold, or rather in the heat?
All right. The City in the Desert, level 6. Our themes this week. God leads his people through the desert. Possible formulation of a question. Why did the Israelites moan? What is the meaning of the biblical desert stories? I like that question because it does imply that they aren't just literal history. They have meaning. Good job, German Bible Society. Possible difficulties. Orientation. Right order of the levers to pull. Apparently we'll be pulling some levers later. Biblical stories are only presented in a very short summarized form. That's going to be a possible difficulty. Well, that's only a difficulty if the game expects us to know the entire story. All right. We'll have worksheet 6 and note sheet 6. We got those. So I said last week I had thought that I didn't have them, but then just looked and they were there. I'm an idiot. Idea for a lesson. Moses and Aaron tell and interpret a story. One of the 3 biblical desert stories. Giving water from the rock, manna and quails. Is read and interpreted. A dialogue is sketched. Moses tells the story and Aaron explains its meaning. All right. Write a fun little sketch. All right. So we found our night vision. Press F for night vision. Anything else out here? No. Oh. Looks like I will get out this way later. Maybe. Cool. There's not another one of those over here. Oh, there's a thing. Cool. Well. That's not a door I can interact with. I don't think this was a door I could interact with. So maybe I do need to go back into here and I missed something. Is there a switch? I don't like those noises. Oh, maybe I can get further up here. Well, I can get further up here, but does that do me any good? Yes, it does. Look at that. All right. Thanks, intuitive game. All right, 3 levers, 3 fruits.
What you described can only be Petra. The professor found the What you described can only be
It is
Petra.
meant to be Petra.
The professor found the capital of the Nabateans. So this is what he meant when he spoke about the deserted stone city. In ancient times, it was on the route from Egypt to Syria. The Israelites probably passed it. Did you find anything that helps you go further? Any objects or symbols?
Thanks for your help. Just... Oh. All right. Well, surely there's something somewhere to tell me what order to pull those in. Oh, there we go. Just turn up the brightness of my monitor. Pomegranate, grapes. Is that a fig? Oh, it's not a grape. Oh, it is a grape. I'm an idiot. Pomegranate, figs. No, grapes, figs. All right. I have done something. And it wasn't lower the elevator. And it wasn't open that door. Was it open this door? It was. Oh man, I could go for a Reuben.
You found 3 symbols? Grapes, apples, and an indefinable third thing? Well, it could be figs. Yeah, that makes sense.
Figs are indefinable.
The Israelites explored the land of Canaan.
Also wasn't an apple.
Branch with a bunch of grapes. It was so heavy that 2 men had to carry it on a pole. They also took back pomegranates and figs. Maybe you know how the story ended. After most scouts had told of cities with large walls and strong warriors, the people were moaning once again and wanted to elect a new leader. Initially, God wanted to wipe them out with a plague, but because Moses stood up for the Israelites, he thought better of it and condemned them to wander around for 40 years in the desert instead.
What a God. Do we ever get to go inside Petra? Oh, I gotta find the Petra back door. These nations that attack Mount Zion will suffer from hunger and thirst. They will dream of food and drink, but wake up as weary and hungry and thirsty as ever.
While you've been hanging around in the desert, I've done some research in the Bible. Someone's got to do the important stuff around here. Have you ever heard about the Hall of Light? No? Well, do you remember how at university we had to decipher this old papyrus? It talked about a Hall of Lights and about Petra and the tribes of Israel.
Is that it?
While you've been hanging around in the desert, I've done some research in the
Stopped
Bible.
abruptly.
Someone's got to do the important stuff around here. Have you ever heard about the Hall of Light?
Have you ever heard about the Hall of Light?
Well, do you remember how at university we had to decipher this old papyrus? It talked about a Hall of Lights and about Petra and the tribes of Israel. There was also an illustration that could have been banners. I once read that each tribe of Israel carried its own banner ahead of it. Maybe they can be inserted somewhere.
I have to find all 12 banners? All right, anyway. Why you gotta let me open things that don't know where are yet? This game. Nope. Oh. Can't turn around there. Oh, there we go. We opened that. And maybe. Oh, useless to go all the way around. Now fall off this and be really mad. All right, grapes, figs, pomegranates. Is there another indication? Something I can see somewhere. That doesn't help. Or is it the same order from before? Was the order before? Nope. Well, easy enough to brute force. Only, what, 6 combinations? So, a bunch of quails.
Dear Aegidius, I have to admit that I had to smile too when I read the accounts of the Israelites wandering in the desert. Some of them almost qualify for comedy. Take the manna story, for example.
It says cabaret, not comedy.
Out for something to eat, so God rained small whitish seeds every night. But before long, they're not satisfied with this anymore, and they moan the same old manna every day. It sticks in our throats, as if they had booked a trip with comfort guaranteed, instead of having just been saved from certain destruction. But that's how people are. They always need food to boost their morale.
It's true. You get hungry and you get mad.
What did you find? Loads of birds and white spots? No, I don't have the faintest idea what that means.
Well,
okay,
you're a dummy.
because it's you, I'll try to find out.
Good. Another way to die. All right. This game, and it's only occasionally killing you. Super. Oh, I forgot to pick up the. Okay. You know what? There we go. And grab the night vision. Cool. Oh, what's that? Reuben. There we go. Oh, hold on. I never pulled that lever. That lever do anything? It probably returns the elevator. Oh. Damn it. Oh. All right. Don't walk through the quail room. Remember that. Probably good advice in real life, too. You find a room full of quails, don't go in. Birds aren't even real. Oh. There we go. There's what I missed the last time. Grapes, figs, pomegranates. Down here, quail room. I don't want to step in. I just want to look. Yeah, it's just a hole to die in. Ooh. Quails always face the same direction. Quails are creeps. All right. Is that meant to be mana or just mold? Another quail room? Did I get turned around?
Gosh, I'm so glad that you've picked up the phone. Watch out for those birds. I found something that leads me to expect nothing good to come from them. There's a story where the Israelites moaned about the food and demanded meat. So God sent a strong wind that blew huge flocks of quails in from the sea and threw them on the ground until Israel's camp was completely surrounded with birds. The creatures apparently piled up about 3 feet high for miles in every direction. People spent days collecting them, but as soon as they started to eat the meat, God's wrath fell on them and they died. So I'd say that the birds can't mean anything good.
All right. Thanks. Already figured that one out on my own, bub. Last week I fell like 12 stories with no injury. This week I drop into a 3-foot hole. And because birds are evil, I died. Alright, what's out here? Couple of turnoffs. After exploring the land of Canaan for 40 days, 12 men returned to Kadesh in the Paran desert and told Moses, Aaron, and the people that they had seen. They showed them the fruit. They said, look at this fruit. Then we explored its bush with milk and honey. But the people who live there are strong, and their cities are large and walled. We even saw the 3 Anakim clans. After the Israelites heard the report from the 12 men who had explored Canaan, the people cried all night and complained to Moses and Aaron. We wish we had died in Egypt or somewhere out here in the desert. Is the Lord leading us into Canaan just to have us killed and our women and children captured? We'd be better off in Egypt. You should, Doctor. Just let me take over. Alright, that's that way. What else is back here? Figs, palm, grapes.
Okay, now I have it. Let me read it to you, okay? The Lord told Moses, choose a leader from each tribe and send them into Canaan to explore the land I'm giving you. Moses told him, find out what those regions are like. Be sure to remember how many people live there, how strong they are, and if they live in open towns or walled cities. It's time for grapes to ripen, so try to bring back some of the fruit that grows there. Does that help you at all? In any case, you have to bring me a souvenir now, don't you?
I guess. Okay, but what was down the place I didn't go earlier? I need, okay. Oh. Oh, see. Better angle. Okay, well I got that, so I guess I'm going this way. But not that way, dumb birds. This is not what the inside of Petra looks like at all. Where's the place where I gotta bend over and the blade comes over my head? A penitent man.
Joshua and Caleb tore their clothes in sorrow and said, we saw the land ourselves, and it's very good. If we obey the Lord, he will surely give us that land rich with milk and honey. So don't rebel. We have no reason to be afraid of the people who live there. The Lord is on our side, and they won't stand a chance against us.
No reason to be afraid. We're going to murder them. Alright, well, I probably can't jump over that. But I don't know. Alright, looks like I will be able to get back up, possibly. Nope. Gonna have to start save skimming again. Oh. Okay. Take that. There is an easier way to get in here. This one was palm grape. Boom. Down here, get that. Nothing in the plant. This one was just in order. Stupid birds. At least there's more than one way to die in this one. That's something new. Did I? What just happened? So I came up that one. Go around the corner. And there's another one. I don't remember this. Like this. Alright. Was there anything? No, there wasn't. We're back here. Cool. Can't fall off that. Annoying. Downstairs. Get the flag. Back up. Figs, palms, grapes. Open something. Elevator again. Hello.
Joshua and Caleb tore their clothes in sorrow and said, "We saw the land ourselves, and it's very good. If we obey the Lord, he will surely give us that land rich with milk and honey. So don't rebel. We have no reason to be afraid of the people who live there. The Lord is on our side, and they won't stand a chance against us."
I have this whole sequence memorized. Alright. Save. Cool. Alright. Obviously, I will eventually be down there. I assume any amount of falling will be bad. Alright, so I'm all the way up. Nope. You're not going to let me climb back up here? You gotta let me climb back up here. Well, now I'm very confused. I feel like I shouldn't be here yet. Oh. Okay. That's that one. We come back down. Cool. Not super helpful. This. Nope. Drags you onto it. Okay. Back up. You really aren't gonna let me back up there. Why? Alright, this is why we saved, so. Can I just go down here? Yes. I'm brute forcing this one again. Hooray. I think I just closed that. Why would that be useful?
Dear Aegidius, can you really blame God for finally getting fed up with him?
Guess I can't.
These endlessly moaning people who were never ever content with anything and had no trust in him at all? I can only hope that you have more luck with your staff on your expeditions.
All right. Oh, you're not gonna... Let's just load. Let's do that. Let's see what I missed as far as how to get there. Looks like there's an entrance over here. Cool. Ephraim. You sinful people have complained against me too many times. Now I swear by my own life. This is God talking. I will give you exactly what you wanted. You will die right here in the desert, and your dead bodies will cover the ground. All right, there's one. Fig, grape, palm. That's the whole room? Okay. Well, that seems to be the one I was supposed to have discovered then. This one's just annoying. At least it's complicated again. The last two weren't complicated at all. All right. Nope. Can I? Does closing that do something? Maybe. Why? You're kidding me here. Nope. Wonder what happens if I just fall there. Can I really? Let's just do that. Maybe... Alright. Well, that... That's not what I expected. But that means there's one upstairs I didn't put one in yet. Who built these wooden steps? Oh, hey, look at that. Light. We are ripping off Indiana Jones a bit more. Well, I suppose I just closed that door. Pull the lever. Let's save just in case. Nope. Save. Oh, nice. Caleb. Well, that's neat, but I have no idea what to do with that information. Well, usually when I find that, it means we're basically done. So I did find that exit over here. There's nothing intuitively telling me this is where I need to go. The game hasn't really been obtuse so far. But we're getting close to Hall of Fame time, so maybe we gotta sort those people out. Do I cast a shadow? I don't. Okay, well, those are stairs. Are they stairs? Could I climb back up that? No. Yes, I could have. Alright. No, maybe not. Anyway. Let's be around here. Cool. Let's go down. Found the secrets. Is this all to open the front door? Going the wrong way again. Hey, it did open the front door. Cool. Now what? Oh, find that. And probably game over. There we go. Game over. Well, what time is it? 1:45. I have a feeling that this final level isn't going to be more complicated. I could be wrong. But let's get a feel for it. What are our lessons to be learned? Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Level 7, Mount Nabo, which is apparently inside Petra. Moses' death, entering the Promised Land. Possible formulation of question. Summary of Moses' story. Looking for the central message. Possible difficulties. Short level. Okay, well, there we go. To work on it, all other levels are necessary background. Different speeds of players make a common end of the game difficult. Offered material, worksheet 7, note sheet 7, and this paragraph. The final 11 can be motivation for a retrospect or a summary. Possible guidelines. Why do the story of Moses and the Exodus from Egypt still have such a great relevance for Jews and Christians today? How can you describe and evaluate Moses' life in retrospect? Ideas for a lesson. Central message. Oh, we forgot to do the... I'm terrible at these lessons. The students find their individual central message of the Moses story. Everything's subjective. Formulate it and assign it to one of the symbols that they found in the game. Mountain with clouds, golden calf, Ark of the Covenant, menorah, or something similar. So, we've got to decide ourselves what... I don't like that.
Dear Aegidius, you want me to sum up the story of Moses in one word? You're asking a lot.
Why would Aegidius ask you to do that?
With 2 words. I'd suggest freedom and trust.
That's 3 words.
God leads the Israelites out of slavery into freedom, and he struggles to gain their trust. Not everything went smoothly on the way, as you have probably noticed by now, but that could well be an integral part of a meaningful relationship with God. Otherwise, who would dare to have anything to do with this God?
God's got to earn your trust. That's a good message.
Let's celebrate.
Good
The
message.
well has given us water. This is what the Israelites sang at the well before they entered the Promised Land. But nobody has ever had any idea where it is. Are you saying that you found it?
What, the well or the Promised Land? I think people generally know where the Promised Land is already.
What can these funny boards be for? Every time I walk over one of them, a mechanism seems to be activated. But I haven't got the slightest idea what happens. Oh, now I've seen something. It seems that I'm experiencing something very similar to what the Israelites went through. Whenever I'm in doubt about my abilities to solve the puzzle, all of a sudden, I make a discovery and find new hope.
Aw. That's nice, Professor. Oh, there goes something. Oh, I lost my... Oh. Passover. There. Think about past generations. Ask your parents or any of your elders. They will tell you that God's Most High gave hand to every nation. Oh, this is just telling us to look back, right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding the puzzle. Anyway. I missed my night vision. Is that the one I just went down? I think it is. Already did that one, apparently. Maybe this is the one I just went down. No, it's not. One is Yahweh. There's never again been a prophet in Israel like Moses. The Lord spoke face to face with him and sent him to perform powerful miracles in the presence of the king of Egypt and his entire nation. No one else has ever had the power to do such great things as Moses did for everyone to see. Good job, Moses. I am just going to get frequently turned around as I do this level. I know it. Oh, bungee pit. Great. Okay, pretty sure I went in this one already. Yes. And I went back that way. Already did that. More punchy pit. And tell me what the punchy pit.
What you describe sounds very promising indeed. Traps with iron spikes in the ground. Just don't get yourself killed so close to the finish line. There must be a mechanism somewhere to deactivate the traps. Haven't you found any levers or something like that?
No, I haven't. In a dream, he saw a ladder that reached from earth to heaven, and God's angels were going up and down. That's like a ladder. I got a punchy pit everywhere. Did that. I haven't done that yet. That's one I've been in. More punchy. Safe. This is where I came in. Maybe. I don't think so. That opened nothing. Wait, it's okay. Is stepping on those causing the punjies to disappear. And therefore, letting me go places. Maybe? Oh, I've stepped on more of those. Than places I failed to go. Oh, that one brought out the steps. That I apparently can't climb. All right. This is Sinai. Cool. Moses said to Israel, "You know God's laws. It is impossible to obey them. His commands aren't in heaven, so you can't excuse yourselves by saying, 'How can we obey the Lord's commands?' They are in heaven, and no one can go up to get them. Then bring them down and explain them to us. And you can't say, 'How can we obey the Lord's commands?' They are across the sea. Someone must go to across and bring them back and explain them to us. No, these commands are nearby, and you know them by heart. All you have to do is obey." What a series of useless metaphors.
Eurigidius, I agree that it must have been a hard blow for Moses not to be allowed to enter the promised land. You slave away with all you have to fulfill your mission, and then suddenly the end comes just before you reach the finish. At least
Is Gideus about to die?
Journey. That must have been the fulfillment of a life's dream for him. And I can only hope that you don't take your following of Moses' steps so far that we will have to find your tomb soon.
I'm going to bury Gideus and not tell anyone where his tomb is, so that we can build a sequel. Stairs up that way. Well, that's discolored in a way to suggest that I can open it later. All right. Last one is, I think, Joshua. If I remember right. No, it's Caleb. Cool, something opened. Moses called Joshua. He's just leaving Bibles left and right. No wonder he's never read it. He's called Joshua up in front of the crowd and said, "Joshua, be brave and strong as you lead these people." Yes, Moses names Joshua as his
Dear Aeneas, you were wondering
next
what Moses meant
replacement.
when he told the Israelites, "Instead, he will choose one of your own people to be a prophet, just like me, and you must do what that prophet says." It meant that God will always find people to communicate what God wants to say. Moses' successor Joshua. In the New Testament, Moses' words have been linked to Jesus, though he conveyed God's message to the people in a totally new way. But that's a different story, or perhaps I should say, knowing your abilities as a detective, a different case. Take care.
So, I mean, the sequel is Finding the Tomb of Jesus? Because that seems somewhat anti-Christian. It did open. All right. Well, that looks like a poorly formed Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, thank God. I'd already given up all hope that anyone would ever find me here. When I was examining this chamber, someone closed the entrance, and then one of the wooden beams came off the ceiling. Ouch. My leg hurts. Look at this sarcophagus. Magnificent, isn't it? But no sign of the treasures that the others expected to find. That must have been a big disappointment when they came here. As revenge, they wanted at least to silence their adversary. Fortunately, you managed to prevent that just in time. What do you think?
He was about to die of a twisted ankle.
Then the Israelites would have entered the promised land from here. Nothing, not even the Pharaoh or snakes or moaning or mistrust could stop God from putting his plan into action.
Not the Pharaoh or snakes or moaning or mistrust.
That God had promised them through Moses. Did it all really happen like that? Well, in here, I had a lot of time to think. Very often I thought about the people who visit the theater near my home. When they see the play about the Exodus of the Israelites, they don't ask whether everything happened exactly in that way. They simply immerse themselves into the story for a while, become part of it, and take something
There we
away
go.
with them for their life. On my way here, the same thing happened to me. As I followed Moses' tracks, I lived his story for myself. Now I know that it is as relevant today as it was for the Israelites. The only thing that has changed is the scenery.
So the point of our tale is that stories are good. And just go with the stories. It doesn't need to be truth. Because it's true in its own way. Different sorts of truth. It's not exactly what I would expect from the German Bible Society, but I suppose the German Bible Society is not an American evangelical organization, now is it? Well, this is the normal closing screen, so I assume that was the end of the game. I don't actually know. It looks like it's the end of the walkthrough. We don't have any other... What else? To solve the following task, you find hints hidden. What do you learn about the end of Moses' life? Head down headwards on the circumstances... Write down headwards on the circumstances of his death. I don't know what headwards means in that context. Hint, letters and Bible texts hold important information. How might Moses have judged his life in retrospect? What were his most important experiences? What was he proud of? What did he not like in retrospect? Collect headwords on all three questions. It's German translation. And remember what you found out about Moses in the previous levels. What would Moses have liked to pass on to other people at the end of his life? Write Moses' farewell speech to the people. Doesn't Moses give a farewell speech? I feel that I will die soon, and that I can't be your leader anymore. However, here are some important things I want to tell you before I die. Joshua's in charge. Don't goof up. Yeah, we're done. Look at that. That was Tomb of Moses, 2005. Now I can finally join the ranks. See if I can remember what the website is so that I think it's just tombofmoses.com. But it might be thetomofmoses.com. Tombofmoses.com is giving me something on the Wayback Machine. No, it's not. Maybe thetomofmoses.com? Also a bad request. Where have I put... There it is. It's right here. So we can find that website real quick and easy like. Ah, it is. tomb-of-moses.com. There we go. Let's go to the August 7th, 2018 iteration. Is nothing. and redirecting me to the support page for the German Bible Society. No, don't. Okay, let's try 2016. March 22nd, 2016. Here we go. Adventures, the competition. No, the high score list is what we want. Page not found, no. I know I've seen the high score list before. I guess we'll go all the way back. The first iteration of the website is from 2008. So if they were either didn't get archived very quickly or someone forgot to make a website for the competition. Should have printed off the high score list. I don't even remember. I talked about it in the very first episode. But now the Wayback Machine is failing me, as if it's been de-archived. Here we go. There we go. So, Peter Winkler was number 1. Wait, we found Professor... The entire point of the competition is to find Professor Fogg and tell them where you found him. But you find him in the Tomb of Moses, which is probably a pretty decent guess if you were just to lie. I bet Peter Winkler never even played the game. I bet Peter Winkler just gamed the system. His metagaming is tops, and that's what puts him. If the point of the game is to find out where Professor Fogg is, and that seems to be what the point of the game is, then a speed run is just to state at the very beginning, he's in the Tomb of Moses. Well, Peter Winkler did it faster than me, probably. There's only 83 people. Daniel Schlutzer from Aschaffensburg, Germany, is number 83. And now Adam Glass from Columbus, Ohio, can be number 84. I won't be the first non-German. There's Erwin Gasser from Gargazon, Italy. There are some Swiss people. Beat Cantina and Jacob Ladner. And yeah, that's it. Everyone else was German. Some people don't have... Yeah, some of them aren't listed as being in Germany, even though they're in Germany. Someone is just from Stad, which is in Germany. Anyway, doesn't matter. This game was fine. It got waves of complicated. Levels 4 and 5 weren't at all. Level 1 was super complicated. Level 6 was fine. Level 7 was just poorly designed, map-wise. So, yeah. Tomb of Moses. It's fine. I don't really recommend it. German Bible Society said it wouldn't run on my computer, though, and it did, so they're wrong about at least one thing. But I do like how their game ends with a message of, I don't know, read it. Figure it out for yourself. It's not real history, but that doesn't mean it's not true. I do like that message. Even if I don't like your game, German Bible Society. I didn't hate it. Just, death is arbitrary. Is that a lesson you want me to learn? That's a very German message. There are no rules. Sometimes you just die. And maybe you can intuit the rules for next time. If there's a next time. There's not going to be a next time. Not with Tomb of Moses, at least. Don't know what I'll play next week. Have to figure it out. But we've done Tomb of Moses. So that's another check mark. It's not the worst Christian video game I've ever played. Left Behind. Certainly not the best. I don't know what's the best. I think throwing fruit at Satan until his head explodes makes spiritual warfare the best. I should be keeping track of these and ranking them, shouldn't I? That's what you gotta do on the internet, right? Rank everything. Listicle it. People still use the word listicle. Never liked the word listicle. Hope they don't use it anymore. Well, now I'm rambling. I'll see you next week for another game, whatever it might be. Thank you. I am Adam Glass. This has been Up, Up, Down, Down, Left, Right. Amen. Playing Tomb of Moses from 2005. Have a good time. We'll see you again.